say hello to my little friend. Hi there folks, welcome to Dunsy's Guitar World, and welcome to yet another unboxing of a parcel which has arrived from Japan. So before I unbox it, I'll say a couple of things first. So first of all, whenever I do an unboxing video of ZENMARKET guitars, I get a comment or a couple of comments on videos about how people have had a negative experience dealing with ZENMARKET. Now, all I'm doing here is I'm documenting my experience. This is my, just checking here, this is my 35th package from ZENMARKET, and I, fingers crossed, because I haven't opened this yet, I have had no negative experience. That does not mean I may have a negative experience at some point in the future, but up to this date, and before I open this, I've not had a negative experience. If someone's had a bad experience with something, you should make a video about it. I'm just documenting my thoughts around this. There are tons of people who you can get to buy guitars from Japan for you. I chose ZENMARKET, and I've no dog in this fight. I don't get paid by ZENMARKET for doing this. They're just the company that I chose to import guitars from Japan for me. So I'm just documenting my experience. When I open this today, the two guitars, there's two guitars in there, may be completely trashed. They may not be what I thought they were, but we'll find that out, and you'll see the quality of the packing and stuff like that as well in this video. So there you are, that's today's video. I will be unboxing these two guitars. I'll take them out, we'll have a quick look over, we'll see if they're in one piece, we'll see if they work, and then we'll see where we are. So let's go on with it. So that should be it all opened now. Are we ready for this? So like I said, I'm just documenting how things arrive to be Carbo's thick bubble wrap. And I normally get these put on as well. Extra care. So, now you probably can't tell what it is yet at this stage. So use bubble wrap. Does make a lot of noise and stuff. I'll put this out of the way. Plenty of newspapers as well for wrapping your fish and chips in. Now, neither of these two guitars came with cases, so that's guitar number one. QHR1, don't know what that means. It's in smaller bubble wrap, so put this one here. So more paper, more fish and chip wrappers. I guess you could wrap your fish and chips and teach yourself Japanese. Quite a complicated language. I think it has two alphabets. I was, well, I'm sure I've told you this before, I was in Japan for I think 11 days doing 9 gigs, and it was an incredible experience. But when we found out about the language and the characters and two different sets of characters, are really quite incredible. So this is in a soft case, as we say in Scotland. So there we have two guitars. Now you can maybe tell what this one is, but this one is in the case, or in a gig bag. So the next thing is I will get these out of that bubble wrap, and I'll show you a couple of pictures of what I think may be concerning in one of these two particular instruments. So let's do that. Let's go for guitar number one. Now I know from looking at the auction pics that the one that's not in the gig bag is the one that I'm more concerned about. So this is the one that I have lesser concern with. This one here that's in the gig bag. So yes, can we tell what it is yet? I don't know if you like to see it on TV these days. On YouTube, sorry, YouTube these days. So I'll fast forward through this because cutting through bubble wrap is like so noisy and so irritating even for me. So 3, 2, 1, go. That was relatively easy. So let's have a look at the case. The case is a Fernandez. Just faux leather. Now the first thing I always do in these is check in here to make sure, oh, see what there is. Oh look, hard off, ready? Hard off. And if you can see that, I'll scan in if it's too bright. Hard off. I don't know what that means. Was this the original? If any of my viewers can, oh sorry about that, I'll try and, there we go, focusing. If any of my viewers can read Japanese, please do let me know what that says. It's cool. I mean, you get cool stuff in these sort of things. Make sure there's no bitey things. Oh, we have a trem. Looks like a trem from like a Floyd Rose or something like that. But I don't think this is a Floyd Rose type of guitar. I don't want to give too much away before I've opened it and spoil my video, if I haven't already done that. It's more of a traditional instrument that probably does not need a Floyd Rose. No, what am I thinking? I'm thinking, yes, it looks in quite good shape. Now, are you ready? Oh. Now, I'll hide that now. My friend John, over there in the United States of America, he will confirm that I'm not a Strat guy, but anybody who knows anything about guitars will be able to tell that this is indeed a Strat. So it is a Greco Strat. Now this is the one that seems to be from late 1979. We'll have a closer look at this on my workbench, which doubles as our kitchen work surface. But yeah, this looks in decent shape. Frets, so I'll get a closer look. Skinny frets. I'm not the biggest fan of skinny frets, but I can make do with them. But yeah, it looks okay. It's not in tune, obviously. Oh, you know, C flat minor. So it's a big headstock covered in dust. Greco Strat. Now, I don't imagine this is a... Oh no. So this is clearly not the trem arm for this tremolo system, but there you go. So that is guitar number 1, a Greco Super Sounds Stratocaster. What we'll do is we'll have a look at the catalogue from '79, see if we can identify what model this is. So that's guitar number 1. It comes in a Fernandez case. It comes with a hard off, not the hard ons, brilliant band, the hard ons, and a trem, which is not for the guitar. So let's go on to guitar number 2. Now what I'll do is, while I'm opening this, I will show you a picture on screen of the fretboard. So the fretboard of this guitar does concern me. Not just the fact that it appears to be filthy, but it looks like there could be what somebody has done a home scalloping job on it. So let's have a look at that. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is going to have a scallop neck? And should it have a scallop neck, how am I going to feel about that? So yes, again, I'll fast forward through this. And see, this is the one I'm concerned about. This is much lighter than that other one. So let's get this one open. Put it over my knee. It's quite a good workout, this, actually, unpacking these guitars. Oh well, yes. I'll get this out of the way. First of all, we can see there's an issue with the strings. So yes, my are you ready? Are you ready? My suspicions have been confirmed. Let's have a look at the fretboard. I mean, to be honest, I knew this was going to be the case. So, as far as I'm aware, this guitar's from 1981, April 1981. As far as I'm aware, Greco at the factory were not scalloping the fingerboards of their Stratocasters. So this has been done with much love, I'm sure, been done with much care and love in someone's kitchen, I suspect. Yeah. Now, new strings obviously. Other than the fretboard, what's the condition like? Not bad actually. Don't know how many pieces this body is. 1, 2, 3 piece body. It looks of it. Have a closer look on the work surface. Yeah, I think that could be a 3-piece body. 2-piece, 3-piece body. Yeah, we'll get a closer look though. But yeah, I mean, other than the customization of the fingerboard, man, this is absolutely filthy. Other than the filth and the condition of the fingerboard, it looks okay. It looks okay, but let's get on the workbench. We'll do guitar number 1 first, then what I'll do is I'll wash my hands first before I do anything else. So let's go through to my workshop and have a closer look at these guitars.
Matron, please, I'm not that kind of doctor.
So let's look at this magnificent beast. Look at the condition of it. So this is a guitar, what did I say it was? Late 1979. 3-screw neck, which I said we'll look at the catalogue, see if we can work out what this is. 3-bolt neck, late 79. All the parts are there, apart from the trem arm. A little bit dusty. Not too rusty though. Dusty, but not rusty. So, now I'm not the biggest fan, I have to say, let me know in the comments what you think though. I'm not the biggest fan of sort of this darker sunburst with a black guard. I prefer like a cream pickguard, so. But that looks alright. You dings around the edges and stuff. Let's look at the frets. So the frets do look quite small. Thin frets now. It could do with new strings, obviously. I mean, it could do with a clean, which is really the first thing I do. But they're not too pitted. They're small, but not pitted. A little bit there. Very dusty. Been sitting under someone's bed. So I guess this is like a late 60s. Bigger sort of headstock strap. Split tuners. And that looks in good shape. So the front of it looks okay. Looks alright. A few dings around the side. And here we have on the back. What's tremolo say? Made in Japan. 5 springs. It'll be very taut. So how many pieces? I think this is 3 pieces. I think I can see a seam there and a seam at the top there as well. Yeah, like a seam there as well. 3-bolt neck, 79 date, and the tuners, Greco tuners. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Quite good actually for a guitar which is, how old was that? 40, 45, 46 years old. That's not bad. So that's guitar number 1. What I will do is I'll get guitar number 2 out now. We'll have a look at that. And once I've maybe had a shower after looking at guitar number 2, I will attempt to plug them both in and we'll see if we get any sound and have a quick look at the catalogues from each of these years. So yes, that's guitar number 1. Let's look at guitar number 2. So here is number 2. Now, I think number 2 might be a quite accurate description, but we'll get onto the fingerboard in a bit. Let's look at the rest of it. So yes, dings, ding ding, trem sitting a little bit high. Let's look at the stamp tuners, Greco guitar. Again, not too rusty, which is a good sign. Not rusty, but dusty. Look at the amount of dust on that. These strings are absolutely filthy as well. But shape, well, shape is a strat shape, but condition wise, not too bad at all. Single ply pickguard scratch plate. Pickups are all there. A little bit stiff, but seems to work. So yeah, so let's look at this magnificent job on the fretboard. So incredible workmanship here, I think you'll agree. So somebody's just done this at home. He's just gone straight through the lacquer. So the fingerboard, the maple fingerboard, is not protected at all. So it's just been getting absolutely filthy. The frets. I think what they've done is, this is just my theory, I think rather than get it refretted, because maybe the frets were getting a bit low, I think they thought, you know what, let's just make the fingerboard lower and leave the frets the way they are. So yes, behold the work that was probably undertaken in someone's kitchen. Really quite spectacular. Takes your breath away, really. The nut seems in good shape though. Split tuner's small headstock. A spacey sound. A little bit of extra on the strings, but the strings are absolutely filthy. I'm going to plug this in, but I will be giving myself a good hose down, maybe a scrub with a wire brush and Dettol once I've done that. So yes, let's not look at the fingerboard anymore. Don't want to distress people too much. To use back of it. Don't know how many pieces this is. Again, I mean, for what was it, April 81. I mean, it's not bad for a 44-year-old guitar. So there's definitely one piece there, another piece, and I think there's a bit on the bottom as well. I think this is a 3-piece. I think. Yeah, it looks like there's a seam line there. Maybe 3-piece body, skunk stripe, and different tuners, more vintage tuners than that other one, Greco docks, the smaller headstock. So look how filthy it is. So well, can't see that. I mean, condition wise, other than the fingerboard, I mean, this is just it's like a 1-piece neck, so, and I don't even think you'd have to take that down so much. I don't think that'd be worthwhile. So yeah, what was I saying? Other than the fingerboard, this is actually quite decent condition. So yes, next thing is let's get these two guitars plugged in, see if we can make a noise. I don't hold up. I probably won't be able to tune this because look at the strings. I don't think those will accept going up to 440 pitch. So plug it in, see if each pickup position works, and then that'll give us an idea of what is required. I mean, the first thing I'm thinking is we probably need a new neck for this. I don't think this is fixable. If there's any luthiers out there, I mean, I think even Ted Woodford, he would be saying, no, I don't know, this looks like a job too far, Dunsy, this one. But if there's any luthiers out there, what would you do? Would you buy a new neck for this? I guess what I could do, depending on how the pickups sound in this one and the other one, I could take the neck off the other one and put it on this guitar. You know, I could try that. I've got a Telecaster neck, actually. Telecaster neck won't fit in here exactly. I need to do some work on that. But yeah, so anyway, stop talking. Let's get these plugged in and see if the pickups work. this is a huge part of why I do this, is just the enjoyment of educating myself a little bit about these guitars, because I don't know much about these guitars before I get them. I'll look at 8 pictures and I think, oh, that's a good price. But then you need to do a lot of Googling, a lot of research before you get them, before you buy them. And then when they get here, you need to do research as well. So to sum up, what do I think? So let's look at guitar number 1 very briefly. So guitar number 1 is in decent condition. It all seems to work. The electrics will need a bit of cleaning, but overall, frets look in decent shape. Quite small frets, not my preferred fret, but I can play them. They seem okay. So everything seems to work on this 1979 guitar, whatever it may be. It does not have a trem arm. It's not overly pitted in the frets. There's not too much rust or anything on it. So I think this is a good, you know, I'm not comparing it against a brand new Stratocaster, but for a guitar of this vintage 1979, I think that's a good sort of 6, 7 out of 10 for that. So that's guitar number 1. Guitar number 2, however, now maybe there's someone rattling about in this, maybe owned previously by an Yngwie Malmsteen fan who has decided to home scallop the fingerboard. See, the issue is that because they've gone through the lacquer finish on the fingerboard, there's no protection on the fingerboard, so it is completely filthy. I'm not entirely sure how to do this. Now, I did say earlier on in my video that I could just swap the necks, but clearly I cannot just swap the necks, because this has got 4 bolts and the other guitar has 3 bolts. It's not a separate fingerboard, so I guess you could plane it down a little bit, but I think these are so deep, I don't think that would be an option. I will put that out there to the more experienced luthiers of what can be done. I mean, you can pick up a neck, like a decent sort of neck, I guess, for a couple £100 or something like that. Electrics wise, again, they all seem to work. It is a bit crackly and a bit sticky. It's a bit rattly. So yeah, I mean, it's just a shame about that fingerboard, but that's the risk you take when you buy something based on 8 photographs. I mean, I did know, I had a 99.9% sneaking suspicion that this had a home scalloped fingerboard, so you know, I'm not overly shocked about that. And I think the price I got it for kind of reflected that, and I'm not surprised I was the only person that bid on this. But it's all an education. It's all an education. So the next part of the video series will be me fixing one of these up. What I'll do is I'll go with this one first, because there seems to be less work involved in this one. This one, there's more work involved in this one, it would be fair to say. So there you go, that is my latest ZENMARKET purchase. These are not the guitars which were featured in my video from earlier in the week. I think I maybe posted it earlier in the week where I'm looking at another couple of guitars. I actually have another 2 packages coming after this from ZENMARKET, so another 4 guitars will be arriving after this. I just like buying older vintage Japanese guitars at what I consider to be reasonably good prices, including getting them shipped from Japan. So as I said at the beginning of this video, I use ZENMARKET, but there are lots of other companies out there that supply the same market. I'm only giving you my experience. You've watched me, I must have done about 20 unboxings. I have had 0 issues with ZENMARKET, so that is my personal take on it. If people comment on my video that they have issues with ZENMARKET, or whoever, if you have an issue with any company, you should make a video about it and let other people see. My videos are about my experience of purchasing vintage Japanese guitars and getting them delivered from Japan, and then, well, having a shower after I've played some of them, and then trying to fix them up, because, you know, I'm not a professional luthier. I've said many times I am not a professional luthier, amateur luthier at best. I just like the challenge of getting these and trying to get them playing, because at this point in time, these are not particularly playable. So as ever, folks, it's a privilege and a pleasure bringing you content on Dunsy's Guitar World. Cheers for now.